So we're at Fane Off-Road and Performance. We're about 5 hours behind our schedule due to some complications that we ran into the L5P. Still not done with the L5P. I gotta order a new hub. If you guys refer to my last video, you guys will find out what had happened. But what had happened is one of the bolts got cross-threaded into the hub, and we were trying to clean that out, and then the tap and die actually broke off in there. And in the process of trying to drill that out, I was like, you know what, it'd be just easier buying a new hub, because we just like kind of butchered that hub. So I gotta call the dealership tomorrow and see if I can get a hub, because I really don't want to get a Moog, and I don't think Kryptonite has one, and I think dealership can get me one quicker, so we'll see. Alright, so one thing we found out is that the lower ball joint needs to be replaced because there's up and down movement. This one is actually a little bit worse. I don't know if you guys can see it. Up and down, up and down. This one doesn't have any, so we are good. This one's still pretty firm. Yeah, but this one's pretty bad. One of the things we like to check, you know, if you're gonna have your whole truck torn apart, look for parts that are worn out that needs to be replaced, because, well, if we're gonna go bigger and put more stress on these components, it is very crucial that you upgrade these. So because we're on a time crunch, I don't think we're gonna be able to order Kryptonite ones. However, I do have Kryptonite ones ordered for my LLY, and if they are the same part number, we're gonna go ahead and use my LLY lower ball joint for this truck, and then just order another one for my LLY, because at the moment this one is a little bit more important, because this one's going to take us to Texas in a couple of weeks, whereas the LLY, I'm rebuilding the whole front end so that way whoever wins the truck doesn't have to worry about doing this themselves. Yeah, so we're gonna have to either that, or if we can't get the Kryptonite ones, we're gonna have to go get Moog or something like that. Tie rod's still good, but we're gonna upgrade to Rough Country's tie rod. That's pretty beefy, almost like the Kelderman's. Yep.
Just spray.
Just spray. Wait. Just kidding. Go ahead. So that is the degreaser from port 15. Dude, it's already doing something. Like, that stuff works. Like, you know, it's a degreaser. Like, how harmful is this? And the guys over at port 15 said it's just kind of like soap on steroids. So he said you don't really have to worry too much. Yeah, but port 15's degreaser is probably one of the most powerful degreasers I think I've ever encountered.
And then how long before we spray it off?
I think about like 10 minutes. But this metal prep stuff, you have to keep it wet. You can't let it dry.
How long does that have to sit on for?
10 minutes. Let me just double check. It's clean degreaser stuff. It's water based, has no, doesn't really say how long to keep it on. Torsion bars removed, the lower control arms removed. Shit, we can even drop the front diff. Right, I mean, might as well. Remove this, we gotta cut this anyway. Usually gotta cut this much. And then just unbolt this. We got the transmission jack. Unbolt the front diff while we're at it, so that way it makes the cleaning a little bit easier. And then all we gotta do today is just paint. All right, we're getting stuff done while Matt is at work protecting the country. We got the front diff out, so just clean this out really good. Mainly want to focus on painting the CV axles right here, and right there. And then we're gonna be cleaning everything underneath the truck tonight. Yeah, I mean, after we clean, we should be ready to start putting the lift kit back together. So making progress, good progress. For those of you guys that missed the last episode, factory hub has been ordered for the 2020 right there. I usually order all my hubs from Kryptonite, and when I called the guys over at Kryptonite, they told me that they don't have anything for 2020 plus yet. And from what they've seen, that these newer hubs with the double O-ring system hasn't really had a lot of demand. Might be because they're so new, I don't know, but they said that the demand hasn't been there for them to produce it yet. So something about the 2020 plus hubs is just apparently significantly better than the predecessor. So I went and ordered another one from the dealership, and it should be here tomorrow, and we might swap out the hubs, and I might have new tires coming. Yes, another set of tires coming for this truck, which I'm kind of sad because I really like these AM tires, but I am part of Nitto pit crew, and finally about 8 months later they have a set of Nitto trail grapplers for me, so I'll be putting those on this truck. And these tires, you know, might be for sale. I could probably give you guys a pretty good deal. I think I only put not even 100 miles, maybe like 50. The longest drive I did was to the drag strip, which is like 20 miles away, and that's about it. So if you guys want a deal on a set of these AM tires, I might be selling them, so keep on the lookout.
Honestly, like, it works that good, and it's diluted anymore. Because I'm just spraying it with the ball light. Look at it fall off.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's crazy.
Here we have a rough country tie rod, which I bet y'all didn't know they made tie rods, versus a stock one. Look at the difference. And also, this is only like 225 bucks.
It's like 219.
219 versus, as much as I love the guys over at Kryptonite, I'm just gonna compare the prices. This is 219 and the Kryptonite one is 360. The major difference, actually let's put it next to a Kryptonite one. So thickness wise, it's about the same thickness. That's crazy. Only benefit, I would say, the major benefit of the Kryptonite one over the rough country one is that the outer can be replaced and the inner can be replaced. So if the inner goes bad, you can just order the inner and replace it. If the outer goes bad, you can just order the outer and replace it. Whereas the rough country one, if the inner goes bad, I guess, I mean, split into two, so you could just buy, this is technically the outer and this is technically the inner. So I guess you could, I mean, I guess it is in a way the same as Kryptonite. I just don't know if rough country sells just the outer or just the inner, so that I do not know. I did not see it on their website. For $220, you can't beat that. This is also cheaper than PPE tie rods, and PPE tie rods are constructed really similar, and I'm pretty impressed with this. I did not think it was going to be about as beefy as the Kryptonite one I have, but it's about the same. And then we got the airbags from rough country. If we're going to be towing, I figured let's add airbags. And also yesterday, after putting the front end back together, I turned the keys up a little bit too much, so now the front sits a little bit higher than it did before. So now we're kind of back to being squatted again. I'm probably about 2.5 inches taller in the front. So to fix that, we got two options. Brady Lift came out with an airbag system, which the airbag, one bracket sits here and other bracket sits here, and it looks like the airbag pushes down on the spring and raises the rear end. Or I could go ahead and get the rough country one, which is a very conventional airbag setup where bottom sits right there, top sits right here, and then it pushes the axle up, or it pushes down on the axle and raises the rear. So we can either do rough country or the Ready Lift version. I kind of like the Ready Lift version a little bit better, just because the airbags are going to be sitting right here, and as you guys know, the rear of these trucks are kind of boring. I mean, I do have the reservoir shock right there, but it really doesn't show much. and I kind of wanted to put the airbags there so that way it, you know, it makes it a little bit different and make it a little bit more special than other vehicles. So let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see. Last time I checked, RadiLift actually was out of stock, so I guess I'm gonna have to wait. But let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see the RadiLift airbag setup or the Rough Country airbag setup. Alright, so step one was using a degreaser and rinsing everything off. Step two is metal prep, and for this you do have to keep the surface wet for about at least 10 minutes. So once you spray, you got to keep it wet, so you just got to keep spraying it. And after that we rinse it off, and then we should be ready to start doing the pour 15 on this bad girl. Alright, so everything has been prepped. We did the degreaser, we did the metal prep, and now we are ready to do our rust preventative stuff. If you don't have any cups, go to Circle K and pay 50 cents for a cup. Alright, so we're all gonna get a cup. Oh, party foul, party foul. Alright, so I'm gonna show you guys before and after.
We'll let Devin.
We did 2 coats of the Pour 15 frame, or the rust preventative stuff, which looks really good. I'll show you guys compared to the other side, which that's what it looked like before, and then this is after. We still got to do a top coat on it, but yeah, that looks really good, very promising. Dang, look at that rear axle, look at that, she's shiny, boys. Dude, this looks so much better than how it was before. So I gotta do the torsion bar and then the axle. Oh yeah. Nice. Damn. All right, now we measure because I said 50. Right? Matt said 51.5 after Devin said 53. So, all right, where we at? Where we at? I think it's right at 50.
No, we're low. We're all over.
We're at 47.
Ooh, hey, but until Micah, I was the closest.
Okay.
Dude, this is a beast.
I like it.
It's at 47 too.
All right, then we're good.
Yeah.
And then we got bags in the rear. So this is a 5-inch rough country that we turn the keys pretty much all the way down. The bolts are barely on there yeah, I put the bolt just barely on there. They're gonna be because it's not settled yet. Oh, so the front's even gonna be a little bit lower. Or we can turn the keys slightly up so that way when it settles.
Wow, look at that.
This,
Sure. Oh, that's money, baby.
nice. Only thing is once you drive, it's gonna settle.
I'm okay if the front end comes down just a little. And
Okay.
the back end doesn't go
Well,
good.
drive home and then see how you like it. Holy cow, and stands. Dude, that's amazing. So for those of you guys that are thinking about getting hostile wheels and you're not sure what size tires you need to get, because that was one thing that we struggled with, was that we didn't know how wide you could go because we didn't want to run spacers. Dude, these look pretty fat for 1350s. So these are Versatyres 36 1350 R22s, and you have that much room with the Hostile dually wheels. We were scared that the tire was going to be too wide, but the offset provided by Hostile wheels was honestly plenty and just enough that we didn't need to run any kind of wheel spacers because this is going to be towing my truck to Texas. Don't really want to be towing something with spacers if we don't have to. Yeah, we're extremely happy about that. And we're towed out just a little bit. So that dually build is starting to look really promising. I would say we're halfway done with it. Now that the lift, wheels, and tires are done, we're not as stressed as we were before, but we still have to do the wrap on the truck, do the mirrors. We might even be painting the mirrors, and also we gotta finish the headlights. We have a bumper coming in. We gotta get that powder coated. So there's still a good bit of stuff that we need to do, but we're getting really close to being finished up. So that's pretty exciting. So let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of the new wheels, tires, and the lift on the dually build. Or let me know in the comments below if you guys are excited to see the final outcome. Honestly, I can't wait for the wrap because I think it's gonna really set that truck apart from the rest. Thank you guys so much for watching. And also, I wanna try to do this for every video to reward all the viewers who are watching this video. So just for this video, I want to do a little discount code for the website. So use the discount code dually when you check out, and you're going to get 15% off on anything that's available on our website. So use the promo code dually. It will be limited to 10 people. So first come, first serve. First 10 people to use the promo code dually can get 15% off. But thank you guys so much for everything. Make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future content related to the dually build or anything that's Duramax related. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.